On today's City Beat, although young, there's a lot to look forward to in Chinese animation. Let's head to New York City to check out some vintage couture. It's time to get fit with some yoga and a healthy smoothie.
Hello, and welcome to City Beat, where we have the latest in art, culture, entertainment, fashion, and lifestyle. Every Monday, we go from Shanghai to New York, Melbourne, and Los Angeles to bring you some of the coolest stuff from around the world. You can also scan our QR code or check our official WeChat account for all your City Beat updates. I'm your host, Chen Lei. Animation is still a pretty young industry here in China, but it's moving fast, and each year a stack of new animated features come from some of China's biggest studios. Let's take a look at some of the new animated films about to hit theaters here in this country and see what we can expect from the future in Chinese cartoons.
Before this summer, when we would speak of Chinese animated films, the first film we might think about would be Pleasant Goat and Big Big Wolf. But this summer, the new blockbuster animated film, Monkey King Hero, is coming back to the screen. No one expected the film to be a big hit, but it's already broken box office records with over 600 million RMB, becoming the highest grossing animated film in Chinese cinema history. But what made the film so successful? And what has it done to inspire the animated film industry? Today we've invited 3 film experts: critic Wang Zi, animation film director Wang Zhangjun, and film producer Kai Wen to find some answers.
500 years after the Monkey King created havoc in heaven.
The film Monkey King Hero is a remake of the Chinese classic Journey to the West. Although it still tells the story of the Monkey King, Xuanzang, Zhu Bajie, and Sha Wujing, the film sets the characters up in 4 different backgrounds.
它里边有一种中国的动漫的工作者对于这部电影的一种很真诚的一种非常具有诚意的一种历时8年的制作的这样的一个过程它投放市场了以后，正好遇到国产动画片这几年来它的一个瓶颈发展期，跟之前的那些粗制滥造的作品相比较，也感觉到确实是会不一样。相比较于目前中国动漫电影的一个整体制作水平，它已经有一个很大的一个质的提高了。
Nostalgia is definitely a key reason the film's attracted such a massive audience. And the Monkey King remains one of China's most classic stories. The target audience also remains very much centered on China. And regardless of age, the wider the target audience, the bigger the box office is. Seer 5, The Rise of Thor is also hitting cinemas across China. The film was made from the TV series of the same name, which is the 5th installment of the series, telling the story of a group of heroes protecting their planet. And although the original TV series was targeting audiences between 7 to 14 years old, the big screen version has undergone a few changes, looking to bring in their parents as well.
我觉得在我们国内，就是关于英雄题材的这种题材的片子非常少。12号的这个电影本来就是一个冒险类型的题材，那我们不是局限于在那个地球 我们在整个宇宙范围内的，那我们把整个世界观拖得很宽，宇宙啊，什么各星球啊，让小孩子充满了各种的那种冒险精神，还有那种勇气，还有那种就是坚毅的那种价值观啊，就是今年这部电影要讲的东西。
随着品牌的发展，随着品牌的这个进程，我们慢慢会发现，我们的受众开始长大。我们的从09年接触的第一批受众开始慢慢的进入了高中，有的进入大学，他有一种情怀，喜欢赛尔号。但是，再过一段时间，你会发现，当他们进入社会，变成父母以后，你会发现，爸爸和儿子讲的是同一个故事。这个就是做这个品牌的这个初衷。
Often enough for animated films, sometimes the visual effect is actually more important than the story itself. For the Monkey King hero, the 3D effects have already brought audiences in. Seer 5 is also looking towards the most avant-garde techniques to bring the audience a unique visual experience.
我们今年运用到的技术就可能是爆破类的东西，在赛尔号电影里面，我们看到大量的一些爆破技术，我们都用了一些比较高端的玛雅的一些插件，还有一些外围的插件，包括我们今年的还有大量的群组，有大量的那种大概400-500号人的那种大的这种场面。那这个我觉得，对于我们在后期渲染，包括在我们在今年出片的时候，这都是非常大的挑战。
If we look back at some of the most well-known Chinese animated films, it's not hard to see that many of them are based on TV series, much like Pleasant Goat and Big Big Wolf. And now the Seer series is also looking to TV for a strong fan base. Of course, merchandise is also another big way to make profit for film producers. And the Monkey King hero is yet another successful example, breaking records of all previous merchandise sales for a Chinese animated film. In fact, they're already bringing in 12 million RMB in daily sales. It almost seems like an animated film isn't just about the film itself, but more about brand management.
我觉得现在有一些周边的一些辅助的一些个活动啊，包括一些个宣传方式啊，包括整个产品作为一个整体的开发来讲，恰恰我觉得内容是最重要的。因为从周边的一些东西来看，对于观众来讲他是不 care 这个东西真正的观众他还是关注这个片子好不好看，他的故事讲得好不好，他的价值观能否跟我内心的价值观能够相一致，他能不能达到我作为观众作为消费者去花钱去期待的这样的一个所谓的电影产品，他能不能够说服我去进这个电影院看，看完了以后我是不是内心会得到满足，这个是很重要的。
Compared with Hollywood and Western animation, the Chinese industry is still young and looking for experience. But the good thing about it is it still has a huge space to develop in the future.
其实我不怀疑，就是再过个3到4年，我们的技术能够跟皮克斯啊和梦工厂那样的技术是可以并驾齐驱的，因为很多人才都从国外已经回来了。但是最大的根本问题是什么？就是创意端的和剧本这个东西，我觉得不是说是你拿了一个插件学了一个软件，就能够马上就能够实现它的。我
们现在所要做的就是想尽一切办法，能够把这个市场进行一个健康的正规化的进行一个运作。像大圣归来像赛尔号像秦时明月的这样的良心之作能够多一点，然后能够让制片方看到，不光只是拿政府补贴能赚钱，他通过票房通过其他的这个产品的成熟和周边的衍生产品，它一样能赚钱，一样能够有很好的一个商业的回报率。那么很多制片方、很多动漫公司，他就愿意去踏踏实实的去把内容给做好。
The huge success of the Monkey King hero is back has set a benchmark in Chinese animation history. And in addition to giving the fans something great to watch in the cinema, it's also showed animators here in China that they can do a lot more with their films. And now with movies like Kwai Boo and Black Cat Sheriff looking to hit the cinemas very soon, we'll certainly have a few more choices in animation coming this summer.
And now it's time for a quick break. And when we return, check out some vintage couture in New York City.
Coming up next, from classic Chanel to retro handbags, we take a look at vintage couture in New York City.
With everything from 1920s jewel encrusted underwear to a quilted Chanel suit, New York Vintage houses the world's largest collection of vintage couture. Let's head to New York City for a closer look.
Where can you find styles that are as hot today as they were 150 years ago? We're gonna find out. In New York City, having the latest and greatest clothing and technology is always in style. But the real eye catchers are the pieces that have a story behind them. Today, we're checking out New York Vintage. This Chelsea gem is both a boutique and rental showroom, with designer pieces dating back to the 1850s. Famous musicians, actors, and even the First Lady have been styled for red carpet events and photo shoots wearing their one-of-a-kind pieces.
When you walk in here, you almost discover who you are.
Think all shopping experiences are the same? Think again. When you walk into the 5,000 square foot boutique, you're sure to find something to catch your eye, from the era-specific dresses to the elaborate jewelry. If you're lucky enough to make it to the second floor, it's a reserved showroom. You're in for a real treat. Celebrities and red carpet regulars head up to try on everything from shoes to dresses to headpieces.
The transition from brick and mortar really to the digital age, like being involved, witnessing first and foremost where that was going and realizing how much harder it was to obtain pieces, to get those pieces, made me realize I'm going to need to hold on to some of these pieces because I'll never see them again. So that gave birth to the showroom, and we're always adding or discovering new pieces.
Fashion isn't just about the clothes. It's about living your life in wearable art. Whether it's classic or contemporary, you get a museum kind of feel when you explore New York Vintage.
All of our pieces that we acquire really embrace the art of fashion. It actually hinges on, it's not the decade specific, it's an expansive collection that goes back to about 150 years.
You, I'm sure, go through the racks and are like, this is wearable art, it's beautiful.
They're looking for like non-trend driven pieces, and that's really what style is. It's also about that experience. It's about coming in. Why do you go to a museum? Why do you go to a gallery? What we represent, and that is the art of fashion.
You can't rush the creative process when making art, and the same goes for assembling an amazing vintage collection. Every piece is hand-selected and requires a lot of time and energy to keep it looking great.
Anything that's good, you're going to pay for. I mean, there's no hidden little gems out there. I mean, we're in a digital age, and if it's good, it's going to cost you. More importantly, we all wear Zara. You can't get away from the fast fashion, and you could do a little jacket with it, or you could do a kimono-style jacket. You can belt it. You can wear it with, you can wear it with a little boot. And you can, do some outsized sunglasses. And it's really about your personal, aesthetic and making it your own. It's hard to stay focused when you come up here.
Totally, this is like fashion ADD up here. Well, I'm so excited to check out the things that you have available. So
yeah,
let's go
let's
hit
do
the
it.
racks.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, we could show you some of the pieces that we have been featured in film and television and some media. Right here, we have a Jacques Cassia bra that was worn by Beyonce in her Partition video.
Oh my!
It belonged to Josephine Baker. This is from the 1920s, and this is from her personal collection.
Oh my goodness, this is a piece of history right here. Whether you're Beyonce or Josephine Baker.
That's right. Some more. Let's do it.
I'm loving this dress, Shannon. What is this?
Okay, so this is in the new film Age of Adeline. This was worn by Blake Lively.
Really? What a beautiful piece.
1930s printed chiffon dress.
This one has some extensive history, it looks like, this collection.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to show you these first. These were just recently worn by Charlie XCX. We work with all the pop starlets, so it was a treat to have her in these. But on your right here, a lot of these shoes were in Gatsby, and they were sent to Australia, where they were used for inspiration to recreate shoes. They wouldn't hold up to wear because of their age. So in film and TV, they usually reproduce them.
They're an inspiration.
They're an inspiration.
It's a jumping off point. And look how small their
They're
feet
reference.
were
They're
back
tiny.
then. I would never.
So tiny.
If I
We're
lived
bigger.
in that time period, I wouldn't be able to wear the shoes. I would only wear the boxes. So.
Okay, so let me talk to you about what we're gonna put you in.
Okay.
I've got some amazing little caftans over here on the right.
Well, I am tall like a tree, so it makes sense that I would have plant life growing out of me too. Vintage can also be contemporary. I totally feel someone like Lady Gaga would rock this. Who needs your coffee in your hand when you can wear it on your head? I've scoured the racks to find something to try on, and I think I found some amazing pieces, so into the dressing room I go. This is a spectacular piece. It's chiffon, and I actually slipped it over my black dress, so it just goes to show that you can take something from your closet, put a vintage spin on it, and it's something totally new. I'm loving the wide range of options from the different time periods, and I'm so impressed with how one piece can transform an entire outfit. The best part of all is that when it comes to vintage shopping, personal style is always in. Reporting from New York, I'm Christy Clements.
These days, Los Angeles has been the world stage for over 7,000 athletes from all around the world coming here for the 2015 Special Olympics World Games. Come with us, let's check out some of the most impressive moments.
Using the pool as we have a competition pool, we have a warm-up pool, the athletes have a lounge that they're able to go to, athletes' medical services, changing rooms, locker rooms, we have the awards area, and then we also have areas where their family and their friends, their guests can come and they can watch, obviously, from a spectator standpoint. And we probably have several hundred volunteers that are here working in a variety of areas, both from the competition management standpoint, the awards area, sport, the media areas. We have people that help with spectator services and things like that. So there's about 500 or so people here at this venue.
因为我很喜欢游泳，其实没游的时候我非常紧张，难进不到我自己。之后我游完之后发现我自己是第1名，
蛮紧张的，因为我们有一些学员呢，这是第一次来参加这个比赛。 他们没有什么经验，所以我很害怕他们会游的时候会犯规，他们会害怕他们会因此也不开心，要照顾他们，所以也比较紧张。
Everything is going very well. We have 36 swimmers, 10 coaches from across the United States, and the same with our athletes. So everything is going well. We're doing very well. It's an amazing experience, and it's special for us coaches because we get to see the athletes, be successful and achieve. So that's what it's all about. Go Team USA!
We're trying to keep athletes as hydrated as possible. We try to keep spectators as hydrated as possible. We've got different stations where they can get water or other beverages that are cold. We've got inside air-conditioned areas that people can come in if they get too hot. And then there's tents down on the pool deck, of course, that can help the athletes during the staging process so that they're not out in the hot sun. The Olympic pool from the 1984 Olympic Games was on this site. So what they've done is that the USC has reconfigured or redesigned the facility, but the pool and the location of it is exactly what was used during the 1984 Olympic Games here in Los Angeles. So that makes it somewhat unique. It's obviously still the competition pool for the University of Southern California for their swim teams.
It really brings a lot of joy to see the participants and the athletes really working hard and seeing how they accomplish things. And for me, I don't think there's a better way to spend an afternoon than seeing people from around the world come that are having difficulties in their own life, and they're showing that they're just as good as you and I.
跳轮滑
滑比赛我带过了几届了世界比赛，但是张玉浩是第一次参加这个世界比赛，我觉得他的进步非常快，因为他是一名自闭症的孩子，平时呢沟通和与人交流方面有一点点的障碍，但是通过在参加这个轮滑项目的训练和比赛中，我觉得他的在沟通啊和人交往，包括融合方面进步非常非常的大，这也是特奥运动给他带来的最大的一个受益。
中国队，雄起，耶！
Bravery is a code word in the Special Olympics movement. In every athlete's belief, if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. I'm Xiaoying, reporting from Los Angeles.
All right, it's time for a quick break, and when we return, we'll see how some good food and yoga can make for the perfect exercise routine. For a healthy lifestyle, you need to eat right and exercise. Well, at this next yoga studio, we can do both. Let's see how yoga and some curious new cuisine are putting us in the right shape.
Yoga is more than a physical practice. Its spiritual involvement is very important. Today we will be talking to a yoga expert. Angie was a musician before she started to practice yoga. A back problem got her started training. Now she has her own health and wellness platform, Yogalicious, sharing health and lifestyle tips with yoga fans in China.
欢迎 Celia 今天来上我的瑜伽课。所以你跟我说你的脖子和颈椎有时候不是非常的舒服，对吗？所以今天呢，我教你一些简单的动作，可以帮助你缓解肩颈的这个不适。首先，我们拿出这根弹力带，抓住弹力带的两端，双手手肘保持略微的弯曲，不要完全的伸直啊。好的，保持自己脊柱的中正，非常棒。吸气的时候向上。 呼气向后。
If you consistently work in front of the computer like me, you can hear your muscle knots cracking when you do this exercise.
这一次我们弯曲自己的右胳膊肘，的，然后转头看向自己的右侧，左边的肩膀继续往下沉，保持吸呼气，吸气回到当中，双手伸直向上，弯曲左胳膊肘。 右手向右侧，转头看向自己的左边，检查一下不要塌腰，继续保持吸呼气，吸气回到当中，好的，然后我们将弹力带放到一边。结节其实是因为你没有运动到一些小肌肉，所以造成这个肌肉的一些劳损的一个劳损点。
At the end of any yoga session, don't forget to meditate. It brings you peace from within.
刚刚我喝的那一杯呢，是运动之前的一个补充能量和体能的 green smoothie，里面主要我有放到一个 kale 羽衣甘蓝，所以整杯饮料的颜色呈绿色。
我发现这个你说的 kale 对不对？羽衣甘蓝现在特别的红，
对，
那是为什么呢？
因为羽衣甘蓝含有丰富的维生素 K， 这个在蔬菜当中是非常少的。然后它可以帮助你骨骼的健康，同时帮助血液凝结的一个功能的恢复。
Angie，其实我本身也是健身的，但是我只听我的教练说，在健身完以后要补充蛋白质，他并没有告诉我在健身前也要补充蛋白质。
因为我们通常在健身之前会担心自己在健身的时候会发生低血糖的这样的一个现象，所以你补充适当的这样的一个蛋白质呢，可以帮助你在运动的时候非常好的完成整一个 session。所以做完运动之后呢，我推荐大家要摄入一些优质的碳水化合物以及蛋白质。所以我们今天做的是一个无花果的 bruschetta。首先我们需要的是将这个 fig 无花果切片。
没有什么营养的。
无花果含有非常多的胡萝卜素， 然后它的甜味呢是自然的这个果糖，所以说可以给到我们这个 sugar craving 很好的一个解决方案，同时又不会发胖，更不会有 sugar crush。然后我们拿一片面包，将这个 cheese 均匀的涂抹在上面。这个 cheese 是比 ricotta 还有 cottage 有更少的这个卡路里，但是含有更高的蛋白。接下来我们将切片的无花果均匀地铺放在涂好 cheese 的这个面包片上，撒上一些磨细的这个粉红色的海盐，只要一点点就可以了，一小撮。完成之后呢，我们需要这个 thyme 百里香，我们只需要取上面的这个绿色的小叶子，你可以闻一下 Celia 有非常清香的这个味道，
就像某种药的，就是那种精油的，
对，会有，
觉得好像我闻过这个。
加入一些琥珀色的这个 raw honey 生的蜂蜜。
If you love yoga and healthy, delicious food, don't forget to like Angie's Yogalicious page.
All right, that's all the time we have for today's show, but join us next time when we take a look at the new design project at Tongji University, producing some spectacular architectural design. Also, remember to scan our QR code and check our official WeChat for all your City Beat updates. I'm your host, Chen Lei, and thanks for watching City Beat. See you soon. Bye.
On the next City Beat, we head to Tongji University for an exciting new international architecture project.